of Harris. I mean, there are no words to describe how beautiful this looks in person, and I feel so lucky that we got this weather. I was fully prepared. We're gonna come here, the water isn't gonna look as blue as it should, it's gonna be really grey, it might rain. It's 18 degrees and sunny. There's a bit of wind, but I don't care. I'm so— Whiskey, stay here! Paul's metal detecting, so he's running away. So Luskentyre Beach continues all the way around here. You can see how much deeper it is. But then when you get round here, you have Kirkibost Beach, which is on the opposite end. And they almost meet in the middle, it's so shallow. So I actually think I'm going to take a walk out over there. We actually parked in the wrong place. Come here! We parked in the car park for Luskentyre Beach, which is a bit far away from like this junction. There's actually a small car park beside a cemetery, which you can access faster at this point, or you can just walk the beach as well, which is what we did. But yeah, I cannot get away with how incredibly beautiful it is. I have wanted to come here for years. So yeah, let's go walk out. Look at how deep this sand is. Oh my goodness, I don't think I've ever been on a beach where the sand is this deep before. Oh my goodness. It's so weird, it's like a big sandbar. Oh my goodness, I can't. Everywhere you look is just breathtaking. And the water is so clear. Oh my goodness. Wow. There goes Mr. Metal Detector with his jeans rolled up because he said it was too cold for shorts. What are you doing? There's a washed up seal that you're going to rescue. Is that so? I don't think the washed up seal wants to be rescued. Whiskey, are you helping? Are you helping today? Thank you. Alright, we're relocating a little bit further up the beach because there were lots of flying, burrowing insects that had decided to try and set up home underneath everything we had down. So we're hoping if we go a little bit more towards where there's people, there will be less bugs. And Whiskey is maybe not a fan of having to carry something, but hey, if you want to be on the beach all day, you gotta participate. Gotta participate.
RSPCA, where are you?
Ow. Let's do this something. I'm glad my pain is from people.
It's the accent. Why are you speaking with like a broad Dutch accent?
I am Dutch.
Are you metal detecting as you go?
No, it's off.
It's off.
Do you hear the beeps?
No.
Because it's off.
I haven't heard any beeps the whole time you've been doing it. You haven't found anything.
I've had some beeps.
Okay.
But that's because the minerals in the sand.
Okay. There's a dead harbour porpoise. It's been dead for a while by the looks of things. It's a little bit crispy. It's really far up the beach though. Like, compared to where the tide line is, it's really, really far up the beach. That's a shame. So the issue with Scotland is that we don't have any cetaceans in human care, nor do we have any facilities that could potentially house a cetacean. Maybe something as small as a porpoise, potentially, but nothing on like a big scale. Which for me is pretty shocking given the amount of strandings that we have in this country. You know, Sunday past there were 55 pilot whales that's stranded on the beach we visited yesterday in Lewis. There's a harbour porpoise right now. For the amount of coastline that we have, you know, it would make sense, sorry if you can't hear me, it's very windy, it would make sense for us to have at the very least a rescue and rehab facility with the main goal of releasing all of the cetaceans. It's something that should be built, but you know, with the way things are going, I don't know if people would justify it of like, oh, it's just a way to try and bring cetaceans into captivity, because a lot of them won't be able to be released. But if you look at the 55 pilot whales that stranded last week, only 5 of them were alive when they finally got to them. 15 were alive. Oh, I thought 5 were alive. Or was it 5 were refloated? There were a few that were refloated, but they re-stranded obviously, because refloating stranded animals usually doesn't work because they strand for a reason. So if you really want to save them, what should happen is you should give them vet attention, rehab them, and then attempt to re-release them. But obviously if you don't have any facility equipped for that, you don't really have a choice. So I really wish it's something that Scotland would look into, but who knows. We have successfully relocated and it's significantly windier here, but I will take wind over bugs any day. And we can kind of see the hills as well in the distance now. I can't see anything that I'm getting on this camera because the glare is so bright. We are leaving Luskentyre Beach now, and we are, yeah, I'll put it on. And we are heading up to Stornoway. So to get to Luskentyre Beach from where we are staying, it's about an hour-and-a-half drive. It's about an hour and 15 minutes to Stornoway, and then Stornoway back to where we're driving, where we're living, staying, is about 45-50 minutes. So we're heading up to Stornoway. My mum wants some Stornoway black pudding, and I would like to see Lewes Castle and maybe also the harbour. So we might just walk around a little bit and then head back to the B&B in time for dinner. But I'm so impressed with how warm it was. Like, it was really windy on the beach as well. But when we were around the headland it wasn't as windy, but it was nice, and obviously you got to run around. Yeah, Paul just went in for a pee, so he's like, where'd Daddy go? He'll be back. He'll be back. So we're back at the B&B. We did go in Stornoway. What was the last thing I vlogged actually? I think it was just before. I went to the butcher's, I got my mum's black pudding, and then we went to the co-op because everything closes at 5 and it was like 4:30, so we're like, okay, we'll go to the co-op. I thought I was just going in for a couple of bits and bobs, but I ended up doing basically a full shop. We are going to Wick after our stay here, so we will need some stuff. I believe that the co-op in Stornoway is probably much bigger than any of the shops we will find in Wick. But I also want to mention that co-op in Stornoway had more stock than the Tesco and the Asda in Barhead. Like, I don't know how it's possible. This is very niche, but these yogurts are my favourite yogurts in the world, and I went to Tesco, Asda, Morrison's and Sainsbury's to try and find them, and they didn't have them in Glasgow. Not Glasgow, just outside of Glasgow where my mum's from. But in Stornoway they have them. So I got them and just some bits and bobs. We actually have an oven here which is quite good, so I've got some stuff that we can make with the oven. Otherwise it's just microwavable stuff, but I got us some like Indian takeaway microwavable things. So I'm gonna put this stuff away, have a shower probably because I'm quite sandy, and we're gonna chill and have dinner together, and then I think we might walk. Apparently there's a beach that's quite close by, so we might take the dog out there a little bit later after dinner. But it's seriously windy here now. Like, this is the Outer Hebrides. It gets extremely windy. But I don't know if you can see it like rippling through the grass there. Can you? Yeah, but it's still beautiful. Like, the weather is still stunning and it's warm. Okay, so we have had dinner. God, my hair's a mess after all of the wind today. We both got a little bit of sun actually. I didn't actually pack any sunscreen. Oh, my podcast just came on. I didn't pack any sunscreen, which was maybe an error in judgment, but yeah, what can you do? Didn't expect Scotland to be sunny. I'm really tired. We're both really tired. Like, these type of holidays me and Paul really enjoy. Like, we're not really sit on a beach for a week type of people. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog. He's drinking and eating his dinner. But it takes a lot out of you. Like, it's a lot of driving, it's a lot of back and forth, there's a lot of activities, a lot of hiking as well, which is great for the dog, and we do enjoy it, but it's been a week now and we're both kind of feeling it. So I wanted to catch up on a little bit of work. Our stay in Skye was very kindly gifted in exchange for some photography and content stuff, so I need to upload all of that and send it to Richard. And actually one night of our stay in Wick, which is where we're going after here, was gifted as well. Out of the 3 nights, 1 night was gifted, we paid for the others. So I kind of want to get everything that I've done out of the way before I have a new set. So Paul has decided to go to a beach that's very close by. It's a 15-minute drive to do some metal detecting, and I'm gonna sit and do this. He asked me to come, but I was like, you know what, it's really windy, I don't really feel like sitting on a beach again for a couple of hours being cold. I've had a shower, I'm in my jammies, I'm just gonna stay here. I did kind of want to go for sunset, but he wants to go and metal detect, so maybe we'll do sunset tomorrow. But honestly, I've had worse views to edit by. I absolutely love it here, and I've got my little whiskers to keep me company. Good morning, everyone. I think this vlog is going to be tagged on to the Luskentyre vlog. We had a bit of a lie-in this morning, which was much needed for both of us. You know, this trip has been quite full on. We've had a lot of places to kind of get up and go see. So yeah, it's starting to take its toll a little bit, especially on Paul with all the driving. So it is 9:30 at the moment. I'm awake, Paul's not. He's still in bed. And today I think we're going to take it a little bit easy. We're going to visit the beach that's close by that Paul went to last night. And then we're going to come back to the B&B for lunch. Like, we're going to cook lunch and have a nice lunch together. And then we are going to go to a lighthouse. I'm not sure which one. I think it's just going to be whichever lighthouse is closest to here to try and go whale watching. So that's the only driving that we're doing today, because tomorrow is quite a big trip. We are leaving the Outer Hebrides tomorrow. It's very windy, so I hope the mic is even picking this up. I'm really sad to be leaving. I love it out here. I didn't expect to love it this much. I would go out on a limb and say I actually maybe prefer Lewis to Skye. And I think part of that is just because it's so much quieter, like there are less tourists, it's a bit wilder, and I know everyone's going to be like, oh, it's so remote, oh, you get such bad weather. I'd rather have bad weather out here than in Glasgow. Like, Glasgow gets terrible weather too. I would rather have terrible weather out here. And honestly, like, being on Lewis feels less remote than being on Skye, even though Skye is connected to the mainland by a bridge. Like, Stornoway has a more direct ferry route from the mainland. Like, it's only an hour and a half from the mainland on a boat, and there's also an airport, and there's a hospital. So yeah, it doesn't feel as remote as it should, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Like, it's so tranquil, it's so peaceful. I can't get away with it. I love it. I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave. So yeah, we're just enjoying our last day in the Outer Hebrides as much as possible. And then tomorrow we go to Wick. So we're going back to the mainland tomorrow. We're getting up. We need to be on the ferry at 7. The ferry leaves at 7. So we need to be there at like 6, which means we need to leave here at 5. So yeah, it's going to be quite an early start. And then tomorrow we are going all the way across the mainland up north to Wick. So I'm excited for it, but yeah, I'm sad to leave too. At the moment, just taking this one a little walk to get his morning wiggles out just up the road, and then I'll go back and start cooking breakfast. Also, I know I've said this in pretty much every single vlog, but I can't get away with the weather. Yes, I'm wearing a woolly jumper, but I'm also in shorts. So, and I'm not cold. Scotland, I love you. This view is just something so special. Little wildflowers as well. Oh, I'm never going to forget this. Where are we, Paul?
We are at Borve Beach.
Borve Beach. Borve Beach. This is where you metal detected last night. And we might actually come back here tonight if it's a clear sky to see the sunset, because you said it was really pretty. And yeah, this is some sort of statue in the water? Is it supposed to be like King Triton or something?
I don't know. I think it's a metal thing.
Okay, but it is very pretty. Nice little cove. And it's quite quiet. So yeah, I think we'll be here for a couple hours. Very nice. We were literally on the beach yesterday, although the waves weren't quite as big, I suppose. It is. It's very clear. Like crystal clear water. Not a fan of. You are not going to want to go back to the Netherlands. Another day, another beach. More time to metal detect. It's weather is kind of undecided at the moment. I think it's either going to be really cold and windy, or the sun is going to stay out. I'm going to hope that the sun is going to stay out, but this is such a lovely little beach. Like if you were local, you could come here. And this is what I love about the beaches up here. They're just, it's not even the white sand, it's the clarity of the water. Like it's just fine white sand until you literally step into the water. It is so crystal clear. The only problem is that it's absolutely freezing. Oh boy! I think he likes this water better because there's no waves. You like it better in there? Don't drink the spicy water. Stop drinking salt water. Dumb dog. So we've been on the beach for a little while, and there's a family from Lewis down there who all have paddle boards and they're all getting in the water. And Whiskey was playing with their dog for a little while. And I think now he's decided that they're his new family, and he's getting a bit stressed out that the two oldest girls are in the water by themselves. I'm not going to zoom in on the kiddos because obviously I don't want them online, but he's just, because he doesn't really swim, he's like at the water's edge all concerned that they're out on the paddle boards. And one of the girls was playing with him a wee bit in the shallows. It was very, very cute. Oh, he's such a cutie pie. Yeah, you did a good job. He's not gonna leave them. He's so concerned. So we went back to the B&B for some lunch, and I actually ended up having a nap, which is why my makeup is all over my eyes, unfortunately. But we're both pretty tired today, and we have quite a traveling day to do tomorrow, so we decided to take it quite easy. Like we just went to that beach that's close by this morning, and now we're heading to a stone circle. Oh, there's the yawn. We're heading to a stone circle, right? Mm. And not the same one we went to last time, so we're gonna go see.
Apparently this is stone circle 8.
Well, where's the second one? Because there's the Callanish, and then there's Callanish Standing Stones 2.
I think people's hobbies used to be building fences and making stone circles.
Well, we'll find whichever number stone circle we're going to. These little picnic benches are so nice. These must be for people visiting the stones.
Yeah, people liking bridges.
I feel like this island is so welcoming to their tourists. Not that Skye isn't, I just feel like Skye gets significantly more tourists, so they're kind of over it. So yeah, this is Great Bernera. This is where this is the island we're staying on. So it's like an island slightly off of Lewis, and you have to get to it via this bridge. And we are staying in Kirkibost, and the beach we were on this morning was Bosta. So it's all the way up here. But it's only about a 15-minute drive from where we're staying to Bosta Beach. Oh, this is all about the bridge. Opa would appreciate this. No? Mm-hmm. About the Bernera Bridge. Several decades of campaigning by the residents after World War II. So they always had to come by boat beforehand. must have been inconvenient. Although I wonder if anyone still lives on Little Bernera. I don't think so, because Little Bernera is
unreachable.
Little Bernera is just up here, and it looks really pretty. There seems to be a really nice beach. Are you interested in the sign too? There seems to be a really nice beach on Little Bernera, but yeah, you literally can't get to it unless you have a boat. I think the next time we come up, we'll try and rent a boat. I think it could be fun. Are we gonna go see some stones?
Yes, what are the pink pin line?
Why do you look so attractive? You look like rugged, like a little farmer. You've got your boots on, your jeans, cable knit. What is this? Please get less attractive. Yes, that's better. Stay like that. Stay like that. Mill? Yeah? I need to find out where it is. Alright, standing stones. This is one of the smaller circles that we've seen, like compared to the Callanish. If you saw, what vlog will it have been? 2 vlogs prior to this one? 1 vlog prior? Not sure. When we went to the Callanish standing stones, there were a lot more than I thought there would be. It's very well preserved. But yeah, okay, let's go to this Norse Mill. After his boat adventures, I think he likes looking out at the ocean. Husky, come on, this way. Yeah, he's a good boy. We're going to boat tomorrow again. Yeah, you're going to boat tomorrow.
You'll be happy.
I do think he likes watching the water. Good boy. Well, it's quite a steep climb. I don't know if you can hear me, but the view is worth it. Whiskey running over the hills. But this is a pretty view.
Sing a little old school song.
Like what?
Something to make this epic.
No.
Whoa! Now ask you to hold the door.
I'm holding him, he just jumped up on you. Oh my god, that would not have been okay. You would have literally cracked your head open.
This. Whoa! It's epic. Let's go to the bottom of the belly of the beast. Whoa! That is so cool. Okay, we'll turn it around. There's like a little fire hole there. Kan ik hier gaan onder je?
So we have come back to Borve Beach for the sunset. Unfortunately, we're not going to see it because of the clouds. Unfortunately, they are right exactly where the sun is going to be setting. It's quite clear just above us, but unfortunately they're not so much. So Paul's already been metal detecting for a bit. I sat in the car and just read my book for like 30 minutes because I didn't really feel like sitting out in the cold and in the wind. So he's already down on the beach with the dog. And yeah, it's a bit of a shame, but what can you do? What's he doing? He's adventuring. Paul and Whiskey are the only ones on the beach, so I think Whiskey's taking full advantage of it. Oh, he's seen me. Whiskey! Is he gonna come? Is he gonna come running? Is he gonna come running? Where's my baby dog? Where's my baby dog? Oh, no, he doesn't want to come off the beach. Come here! Hi, baby! Is he gonna come? I don't know if he's gonna come all the way up. No, of course not. He's like, Mother, the beach is so much more interesting. Yeah, not much of a sunset, but the husband's enjoying metal detecting. But yeah, I mean, the sky is pretty where you can see the sun, but yeah. At least the dog gets an empty beach to run around on. While the husband finishes off, I'm actually heading back to the car because it's quite cold, as you can maybe tell from my red nose and cheeks. But I'm going to end this vlog here. I'm so bad at finishing my vlogs. Usually they just kind of end abruptly. But thank you so much for watching. Like, if you genuinely do, if you watch my videos every Sunday, can you leave a comment and tell me? Because I would be genuinely interested. God, my hair. Oh, I'm a mess. I would be genuinely interested to know how many of you watch when I upload every week. I upload mostly for my own memories as well. Like, I love vlogging. It's one of my favorite things to do. So yeah, leave a friendly comment and I'll get back to you. But like, subscribe if you haven't already, all that jazz. We're heading back to the mainland tomorrow. We'll be vlogging, so I'll see you all next week.